All right. So, which one do you want to start with? Which one do you want to start with in particular?
Big Johnny, come on to the stage.
All right. John Laurinaitis has been officially relieved of his duties again. This time, obviously, in disgrace in connection to, he was, apparently the Lil Wayne to 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 Vince McMahon's best number one stunner Birdman.
Yes.
Uh, I a person that like in the business like doesn't command respect amongst the people that he worked with in that time. Coming back, I'm sure people don't really have that many kind words for him now, but he did have a cleaner image. Nudged himself up against like the Bellas in the Bellas family, and being on that show. But
James,
we find out it was all a sham.
James, I can't think of a single story, a positive antidote, or anything from the career of John Laurinaitis.
Oh, real quick, I sorry. The other week when we heard Vince was going, I had went to the fine spirit store and picked up uh it picked up a $30 bottle, or $31 depending on the tax, bottle of sparkling Moscato.
Mm-hmm.
But it's John Laurinaitis, so Corona Holmes. That's all I got. That's all I got for you, bro. I can't. I don't. No. So get your in the words of Rich, get your tape decks ready. Get your snapshots ready. Your screenshots ready.
Indeed. Like I was saying, I have no one like I've listened to dozens and hundreds actually of shoot interviews, old timers talking about things, people telling stories about wrestling. Not one of them has ever been like, yo, John Laurinaitis is somebody that, was awesome for this business or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not a positive story. If one exists, like this would be me, a someone who devours these things for a living,
Mm-hmm.
getting like this new information that I have not been aware of yet after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of listening to this stuff.
Right.
This was a glad handing yes man.
Yes, I was gonna say the only thing you got is he's just a yes man kiss ass.
Yes man kiss ass that probably made it more difficult for people to do their jobs, fired lots of people, and I know that's a job for someone to have, but it didn't seem like a lot of the wrestlers really even respected him to the degree of like when he would deliver that news. It wasn't like he had some type of tact or anything like that. It was just be real short, brief, give him some bullshit, and on to the next thing, and almost like he didn't care about these people. I don't want to go that far because I don't know for sure, but I mean, I feel like I've seen a couple wrestlers send tweets out and mocking John Laurinaitis and for such things, and
Have you heard from CM Punk yet?
I don't imagine that Punk will dignify us with a response, but I imagine CM Punk is laughing incessantly at this.
I mean, you just go back 2011, look at them promos. Look
Can't
like
look,
CM,
ain't nobody that good at acting.
right, and it's like the part that made it so funny in retrospect is like I saw a one of those like on Twitter, I think last week,
Uh-huh.
and he's just fucking giving it to he's just giving it to Laurinaitis. He's giving it to Johnny Ace. And like I remember like at the time, like not only was CM Punk burying him, Cena was burying him too and making fun of his voice and calling, they're calling him, laryngitis because of his voice and all that kind of stuff, and Funk Man and the
Funk man,
skateboard
indeed.
and oh man, it was on his fucking head. So yeah, like there's you look at the job, and obviously it's a thankless job being the person that does the hiring and most importantly the firing. But there's been people that have been in charge of that handle it more grace, like a Jim Ross, like a Triple H, and we hear about like a lot of the stuff that Vince is involved in, as far as him now no longer being with the company, in like that time era of him getting himself in a lot of trouble was like that time when Laurinaitis was out here like heavy into trying to hire models for the from the D research stuff and everything, and like you think of like what that meant for, you know, women's wrestling in that division.
It's like
I don't.
you
I'm
have
not saying
to,
I'm not saying he's as poisonous as Moolah was, but
like,
he definitely like has contributed to, you know, uh,
this man was
this shit
shopping.
not ever getting better. That's the best way I'll put it.
This man was shopping lingerie catalogs looking for women to bring in. And that's whether to wrestle, whether to do other things with, like,
Apparently, yeah.
who knows, and about the office stories and the stuff that we don't know yet. We knew
Right.
Laurinitis was always gonna fall hard for this, harder than Vince, because they, come on, man, like,
They would have thrown him out first if Vince wasn't so bad.
yeah,
As a way to say we got rid of some high acting, official in the office and he's out of here. And Vince is perfectly fine though, but we got rid of him. He was gonna be the fall guy until Vince was turned out like block too hot. He had to go too. He had to go first. Actually, go figure.
no positive memories, no positive contributions. Get fucked, really. Holla.
Yeah.